September pickups. All right, what's going on, internet? We're gonna start doing these monthly because it's too much to do otherwise, I guess. I've got a list, so I'm gonna keep looking over here because I got a lot of things in September. Just ended up a lot of things getting shipped and stuff. But I want to start with something that did come in to the mailbox. August. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Cowabunga Collection. This thing is nuts. I want to point it out because it's got artwork by one of the one and only people that made Turtles possible, and I believe that's Peter Laird. No, it might be Eastman. There goes that sleeve. But I did an unboxing of it, so I'm not going to go into super detail, but just the packaging is great, and the contents is insane. There's just a little sneak. Book is really cool too, but the game itself is just it's crazy, the amount of detail that Digital Eclipse has done, and it cements the fact that I will probably buy every collection's Digital Eclipse releases. Kevin Eastman, there it is. Art book, 180 pages, 24 by 16 cloth poster with Eastman illustration, 3D acrylic diorama, set of 5 metal pins, 12 translucent plastic tournament fighters cards. Cards I'm not a big fan of, but you don't see anything too much for tournament fighters, so that's really, really cool. Hyper Potions is playing in the background, by the way. Please check them out. I'll throw a link below because they are cool to let people stream and do stuff with their music. Check out my quick unboxing, but also grab this. Just grab the basic game. You've got like instruction manuals out the wazoo, magazine ads, different things. No video interviews like they've done for other stuff, like their Blizzard collection and other things, but the arcade games are in this. So you have instruction manuals for the arcade games. You never see those in real life, so worth picking up. Adding it over to the pile here now. That was in August, technically. Now we're getting into September when things arrive, such as this bad boy, Windjammers 2 for the PS4. They've got it in a box like the old Neo Geo or MVS stuff. I'm not going to go into great detail about this because I did unbox this also. Didn't see too many unboxings out there of it, so that's one reason I did want to get that out there. Was it worth the price? For the soundtrack, maybe. I'm just happy that I have this physically. Got it digitally on Switch and PC to support the good indie brand. But Dotemu did good stuff with that. Got that good boy. But yeah, it's got the soundtrack, a trophy keychain, the Klaus Wessel mustache, and 10 character cards. I guess nobody knows what a Klaus Wessel mustache is, right? So let me show you. Soundtrack. There's 24 on it, so that's pretty good. There you go. So, you understand, right? Alright. Okay. Yep, but that's Windjammers 2 on the PS4. Those came in just before moseyed on out to Chicago for that Dreamcast 24-hour marathon that we streamed through the Twitch on Megavisions. Stay hydrated, people. And we hit up some retro shops. Didn't find a whole lot of games. I was a little disappointed, but we did pass up on one just due to timing restraints. And that's okay, though. I did get some movies, though, and just random stuff. So, Diamond Edition of Aladdin. It only has the Blu-ray, but that's still okay, because I didn't have... Aladdin is my favorite Disney movie. Lion King is number 2. Not sure what 3 is. Ask me later. Yeah, so that's cool, though, that I have that now. Another movie I grabbed, it was only $2.50, so whatever. Oh, it's just going to consistently try to focus on things and then not. That's all right. Good Burger. Keenan and Kel. Static Zone Podcast. We discussed it. I got my money's worth. I'll say that much. Speaking of getting your money's worth, Sega Bass Fishing Duel for the PS2. It was only, you can see the price, so I'm not gonna shy away. It was not that. It was not that. So half of that. Hey, very cool though. Old school blueback, huh? Ooh, secrets. Look at all that stuff. Look, you can see the reflection and see what's coming up that I'm gonna show you. No, you can't. It doesn't matter. No, this is the only two-player version of this game, which is very weird. It's the first game though, so they add two-player dual friends and enemies in frantic split-screen battles. Can you imagine if something like this had online play? Oh, look at that. I just noticed the timer on the back is at 667. So close. So close. Yeah, but looking forward to playing that. Will I hunt down fishing rod controllers? Maybe someday, but not going to worry too much about that. But that's the way to play those games, right? So, okay. Marathon was awesome, though. Please check out the VODs. You can still donate to Extra Life. We are still doing those through the end of the year, so I'll throw a link to that in the description as well. And then just before the marathon, I did get this in the mail. The Midnight's latest vinyl release, Heroes. They always do very cool stuff with their liners. Whoa. This one has... I did an unboxing of this also, so I'm not going to go into too much detail, but please check out the Midnight, for goodness sake. If you like new wave synth, you need to be aware of what they're doing. Is this going to like... Oh, yep. There, yeah, can you see the... It's not working. Oh, there it is. Maybe. There's a hand. Grab him for the hand. Dreams. Heroes. Good stuff. Good stuff, though. And then while I was at the marathon in Chicago, a little band from Chicago was playing in Pittsburgh. Pop punk crew Alistair. This CD was only ever produced and released in Japan, so it is not cheap to find online. So Rachel was nice enough to grab that for me and a t-shirt that I forgot to bring into this, but oh well. But no, the 20-year Alistair, best of 20 years and counting. So they kind of what a lot of artists are doing now, re-recording their stuff so that they have full ownership of those songs. Shitty, but that's what's happening. So it's got a lot of their good stuff on here. Radio Player, Runaway. Their big hit somewhere on Fullerton. Might have driven past that. I don't know. It's in Chicago. But no, they haven't played shows in I don't know how many years from Chicago, where I was when they were playing in Pittsburgh. There you go. Let's see what's next. Okay, magazines. Pulled that earbud right out. Trying to be all cool. Magazines, people. Now this showed up before I went to Chicago, but I still want to mention it because it's insane the amount of effort that's gone into Shenmue World. Please check this out. It's only through Kickstarter right now. I'm not sure if there are plans. I can't speak for them on what they're doing going forward, but it's a thick boy. That's issue 1. It's annual right now. This is issue 2. I'm making my way through, but like it's got a lot in it. There's comics, there's profiles, there's games. You see the crossword and the word find. Interviews with there you go, Corey Marshall. And a lot of fun stuff, a lot like the history of Shenmue Dojo, which is the website that put all this together. A lot of fan contributions, but check out the Shenmue Dojo website and keep an eye on. I'll do a link to the Twitter for this in the description here as well. But they do, they've got plans because the spine of them. See if I can do this and have it make sense. The spines. Just gonna, nope, wrong way. Let me try that again. Spell out. You can see there. You understand. So that was really cool. And then it got here a little late, but, what is international shipping anymore? Sega Powered magazine. You can see on the cover Panzer Dragoon. Cool feature about that. And, let's do, found that. Good thing I did now. Very well put together stuff. A lot of professional stuff in here. But they did, since it was a feature about Panzer Dragoon, they asked for like the community feedback on the games and the series and stuff, and then had people, it says in your own words, hey, look at that guy and his mouthing off on his dumb Twitter. That's me. So that's pretty cool. They asked if I minded being in there, and I was, of course, all for it. Yeah, Sega Power. Check out their stuff too. I believe it's monthly. Yeah, monthly releases for them. And then this just came in recently. Another Sega magazine, but not just Sega. Specifically Saturn. Sega Saturn. Shiro magazine. Look at that. You never thought you'd see Bug on a cover again, would you? This is issue 1, though, of 2022. I'm not sure the frequency of it. It's a little bit thinner, but honestly, I like that because I have so many magazines to read right now, aside from the one that I take part in. No, but there's some cool stuff in here. Very well written. Believe it or not, I want to get a hockey game on Saturn now after reading about the differences, but also mainly to legitimize my ownership of 2 6-player multi-tabs on that frickin' thing, because there's 2 hockey games that are up to 12-player and some that are up to 8-player. I can't believe it. I want to buy a sports game. You did this to me, Shiro magazine. But something else another thing to check out. Definitely help out the indie scene. Oh boy, I'll have links to them as well in the info and everything. What's next on the list here? Oh, this showed up just as I was away with Rachel. We went on a trip that I'll get to in a second, but speaking of retro things, Retro City Rampage DX on the PS3, making this and what's it called? Something Miami Shakedown Miami, the other release that V-Blank did. The final 2, or the most recently released new PS3 games. So that's how I got reeled into this. I've only played this on Vita. I want to play it on an actual TV. So that'll be cool. But it's got all the add-ons and everything. No, V-Blank, the guy behind the making of this game is nuts, and he's put it out on the Wii, the Wii U, the 4, probably the 5, I think. Vita, 3DS, I believe. I don't know if it's out on regular DS or not. So excited to sit down with that. Very, very cool. Very, very cool stuff. So, Rachel and I just got back from the Disney World down in the Florida. Hurricane Ian pushed that trip back a little bit. Well wishes to everybody dealing with that stuff. But we made it down to Disney, and we were down there for a week and a week? A week. I forget. I think it's a week. Stay hydrated. Especially in Florida. Alright, I'll start with something that I didn't actually buy, but we went to it, and I want to give a shout out to them because they're amazing. This is a candle from Gideon's Bakehouse, and pumpkin chai cold brew candle. So, open that up. Smells like fall. Shouldn't have done that, but my allergies. But no, she lit this when we got back, and it was like transitioning from the 85-degree weather, to 45-degree weather. It's a lot easier when it smells like it's time for the autumn season. So yeah, no, Gideon's anyway, I didn't even say what it is. They make insanely large and delicious cookies. I was gonna get a dad hat, but they didn't have them there, so I gotta order one of those online. But it's a very cool... I threw a video up on Instagram of walking in, but it's like an old... It looks like it's a bookstore in Harry Potter or something, just like with quite literally dilapidated, not dilapidated, like curved shelves. It's kind of all dark and not dingy, but it's just really cool theming in there. Gideon's Bakehouse. Follow them on Instagram. Man, this description in this video is going to be extensive, but that's what happens. We also went to a very cool, speaking of theming, restaurant in Disney called Space 220. It just opened this year in 2022. I made the joke that they probably shied away from calling it Space 2020 after what happened and everything. So, but Space 220, you walk into the entrance and they have a pretend elevator that's going from the surface of the Earth up into space, up into orbit. If you've played Sonic Colors, it's kind of sort of that idea. But very neat and very immersive immediately. And so, there's a monitor I don't know how to describe it. You look down and you look up and it looks like you're shooting your way up to space. And you get up there and it's like you're on the deck of the Enterprise or something crazy but cool. And it is just nuts. I should switch over to video somehow or something of it. But if you get mocktails or kids meals, you get trading cards. We specifically asked for the trading cards. Our waiter was very cool, and we had Rachel got a coffee, I got a mocktail, and so we each got a set of cards. And then he was cool enough to just slip another thing of cards in the bill there. What do the cards look like? You say nothing too special, but it's fun that we have them. We were excited that we did get one with a dog on it. There's a good boy. But it's just, you know, for the kids. These are not, it's not going to show up. Is it going to focus on any of these? Hey, there we go. Let's see if it stays that way. Liquid fun, you're telling me. So yeah, it's just a cool thing. And they've got descriptions on the back there that you can read. We've all seen beautiful yellow and orange sunsets, but did you ever see a blue one? Yada, yada, yada. So yeah, it was cool to get those. I guess people are selling the sets of these for stupid amounts of money online, but we got a couple of them. Space 220. Food was subpar. Atmosphere was nuts. I really liked it as a fan of sci-fi stuff. And that's kind of the only merch that we had. So after the cost, we wanted to walk out of there with something as well. All right. So I didn't get I didn't get like big souvenirs like you would think a touristy person would. Instead, oh boy, I fed my pin collecting addiction. Hear it? Do you hear the addiction? Well, first I got this. Pop sockets. Rachel's favorite ride is Carousel of Progress. They had a pop socket of that. And they don't have too much Tomorrowland merch, which was my favorite area in Epcot. The future place. The outdated future sci-fi world. And we love campy stuff like that. So I really like Tomorrowland. This was my first time being at Disney and caring about it. I had been at Disney back in like 2002 when I was too cool for Disney teenager. So this was, and Rachel used to go there annually. But Tomorrowland was my favorite place. They didn't really have a cool shirt or anything of it that I wanted. So, but pop socket, practical. But yeah, that was really neat. Let's get into them. Get into these things. All right, I got an order here. Okay. So, going around the different parks, we were there for Epcot's 40th. It was Epcot's 40th anniversary of opening. So Epcot is known for how it brings different countries together and nations and things like that. So they had a bunch of different pins with different characters representing different areas. I like Chippendale, so I got their Canada pin. Oh, please focus, you stupid camera. What if I shove it real close, you jerk? No. All right. Well. What if I do this? What if I do this? What if I just take it away from... Oh, you know what it is? It's the microphone. Yeah. So, pins. Can you see them? They're hanging out in front of Canada, Chippendale. All right, let's not focus on the focus so much. What else do we get? You don't see too much merch for him other than a literal Slinky. Slinky Dog pin from Toy Story. Look at him. Rest in peace, the voice of Slinky Dog, Ernest. I'm sorry, I forget his name right now. The original voice of Slinky Dog. Did not go on this ride. Realized I can't handle roller coasters as much as I used to. Dramamine was our best friend there. And then moving to another animal, we got Simba. He's dancing. If you get certain pins at Animal Kingdom, they go towards, you can see it there, conservation fund. So that's pretty cool, right? As a big pin. And he just can't wait to be king. What's the next one? Yeah! Boop bop boop bop boop ba da ba da. You know it. DuckTales, baby. There's surprisingly not a lot of DuckTales merch, despite the fact that there is a new DuckTales show. Yep, it's just gonna focus on the mic the whole time. Let's take this one out, though, because I want to show you what it does. It's an interactive pin. Look at that. Boop. You turn it around. It says 30th anniversary. What if I just go up real close? Oh, there you go. Boop, boop. Turn it. Oh, you piece of shit. Sorry if it's muffled. Trying to work with you here, camera. Is it gonna do it? Oh my god, please, Jesus. What if I do this? What if I get everything else is far away? I hate this camera so much. You get the idea. It spins. It's a TV. It spins. Spin TV. Ouch. Poked myself. Don't worry, there's more pins. Just one more pin, actually. Transformation at Twilight is what this is called, and we're going to open it up so that we can look at the transformation at Twilight. So, one of the things I realized recently that I do enjoy is Goof Troop and a Goofy movie. There you go. That's not gonna do a damn thing. Oh, this is a thick boy, too. Oh my gosh. Get the back off of it. Okay, this is probably because it's going through plastic and cardboard. Whoopsie. Alright, there it is. Look how thick this thing is. Yeah. Anyway, at first... Hold on. At first, it's Max talking to Roxanne, and then boom, power line, stand out. Yeah, that's fun. That's neat. That movie kind of holds up. We watched it recently, getting back, because it was Mickey's not so scary Halloween thingy. Oh my gosh. And during that is a parade, and you know, the characters are dressed up for Halloween. Max was dressed up as Powerline and did 2 dance numbers, and we were right there for it. He was like pulling kids into the street. That sounds bad, but to dance, you know, there's no traffic, just the parade. And that was really cool, seeing those songs and everything, and just, I don't know, Disney's fun. Even if you're an adult. I got all these things, though, so I have a problem. Pin trading was not as exciting as I thought it would be, and I think, realizing that, I kind of eased off of the pins after this. I think I will now, but got a lot of them. We did the pop sockets. Another thing we bought. Weren't sure if we'd need it or not. Got some Uno, Disney Park Uno, and because we didn't have one yet, got a magnet. I like Donald. So, DuckTales, Donald, Quackshot. There was Quackshot merch. Forget it. Oh, I forgot about this guy. One of my favorite rides that we went on was Mickey's Runaway Railway. I said it right. Very cool, very amazing. A trackless ride. Look that up, because they're nuts. But I did find a pin. It's a little interactive thing as well. I'm going to hold it up close until it focuses, because I'm stubborn. Yeah, buddy. Woo, look at him go. Picnic Panic, or whatever it's called. Go all the way down. There we go. Perfect. Flawless stream we're doing here. It's not a stream, just a video. And when we visited the Japan pavilion, we saw these goofy little things. Blind boxes out the wazoo. We got some dogs, some sleeping dogs, not to be confused with the video game. Rachel opened hers, we opened ours together. She got a funny looking... I have a box a second. So I put it on the Gideon's candle. Little Frenchie, whoops. Hanging out, being plump. And then I got the one I was hoping for. You can probably guess. That's right. A sleeping corgi. Look at him. I said look at him. Focus, you piece of crap. There he is. You know, I'm sleeping on your finger. Or not. I'm sleeping on your finger. Or something. Yeah. I don't know what those are called. But there's a poodle. There's a Dashin. There's some little white thing. Right? Yep. A lot of fun stuff. Random things, random things. Let's set them right there on the candle in front of me so that it looks like they're hanging out. Okay. So that's, you know, just about everything right there, I think. Let's see what else here. So, okay. Yeah, not too much. Okay, not too much left. Actually, there's only one thing left. You might notice a new buddy behind me. Look at this guy, Rick the hamster from Kirby 2. You don't see anything with him, so I had to get this. There we go. I'm just gonna do the rest of the video like this. That'll be fine, right? Just sit. This boy back here was with us the whole time. You know it, Jimmy. Anyway. The last thing I'll show off, I mentioned I didn't see a whole lot of merch, so I did get, though, a shirt representing the hotel that we were in, called Pop Century. It says it on the back. Baseball tee. It just says, "Have a nice day." Doesn't make any sense. I don't care. It's fun. It's cool. Had to get something to remember the place we were in. Cool stuff. I got a lot of stuff. That's September, though. Woo, buddy. How was your September? Won't you? I think that's everything. I'm looking around to make sure. His name's Rick. Isn't that weird? Let's see here. Oh, I did find the photos we got from the photo booth. That's fun, right? They printed it on that kind of paper, though. Kind of stupid. Didn't know that was going to happen. Fix your stuff, Disney. Yeah, that's all, though, I think. There's probably other games, but I don't need to show everything I buy for every second of the day. What's over here? No, that's gonna be it. Yeah, a couple of unboxings you can check out in the description below. Let me know if this stuff's fun, guys. I like kind of doing it. I kind of like doing it, and stuff just shows up in the mail because I don't know when to stop sometimes. No, I am getting better about some of that stuff. Boop. Let's put him back here with the boys. Back there with the boys. I think that's gonna be it, though. October's here. I'm sure some things will pop up. Spooky times, you know. We'll see if no trick-or-treating, although we did kind of do that down at Disney as well. We're adults filling our bags with candy. That's gonna be it, though. So, yeah, guys, take it easy. Enjoy your October. Be safe out there. You're all cool. I think I'm cool with you being cool. If you're cool with me, gotta figure out a sign-off. Bye. That's not gonna be it. Could steal Conan's thing. All right, we're out of here.